Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about how to get your life in order. So, what does having your life in order mean? What does it entail? So, guys, you're either living according to your values or you're not. So, by default, if you're unsuccessful or you struggle to create any sort of momentum in your life and in any area, it is due to the fact that by default you don't really value those things that will enable you to reach your full potential and live the best life you can live. So, for example, for my personal life, I value freedom, I value my health, I value good relationships with people, I value financial success, financial abundance. I value all of these things, and the way I live my life is a reflection of those values. So if you're struggling, if you don't know, if your life's in shambles, maybe you're stuck, or you just don't know where to begin, everything starts in the mind, guys. Everything in reality was created because of the human imagination and the human mind, right? If we weren't able to imagine things or think a certain way, then we wouldn't have society, we wouldn't have cities, we wouldn't have civilization as we know it. So the human mind is where everything in creation began. And to the degree that you can use your mind effectively is the degree to which you will find success, happiness, fulfillment, etc. So if let's say I value my health, my freedom, my finances, good relationships, what does that practically look like in my life? Well, that means showing up to work early. That means staying late. That means working on my days off. That means being consistent with uploading YouTube videos. That means being consistent with the gym. That means being consistent with my diet. That means in my relationship with my girl, we're always in communication with each other. She's always on time, right? We're always on the same page when it comes to what we want to see in the future, right? She knows her role and I know my role, right? So whatever your values are, you need to look and see in your life if you're living your life according to those values. So if you struggle, like, hey, for example, let's say you're someone who's lazy, or you just lay on the couch, you smoke weed, you hang out with people that aren't necessarily a good influence, or you just struggle to get motivated to do anything. Deep down, the real issue is inside your mind. You don't value certain things that are going to get you out of that rut or situation, right? So if you, for example, can't get off the couch, you deep down value laziness, right? If you can't stop smoking weed or watching porn or doing something that's not healthy, you deep down don't value your health. You value sloth, you value gluttony, you value degeneracy, right? So you always have to look, if you value health, if you value freedom, if you value financial abundance, if you value good relationships, anything that comes in your way that doesn't align with those values, you have to say no to. So for example, right, let's say you're at work or whatever, you're doing something, you're in the gym, and someone comes up to you and is like, hey man, let's go out and party. Hey man, let's go out. Let's go drink. Let's go out. Let's go to the club. Let's go watch a game. Let's go watch some sports, right? If your value for health or financial abundance or free time or solitude isn't strong enough, you're not going to be able to say no, right? So you also have to ask yourself, how much do I value freedom? How much do I value health? To the degree that you value it is the degree to which you'll say yes to something that aligns with that value, or to the degree that you'll say no and deny something that goes against that. Meaning like, hey, if I don't value my health, going to the gym, working extra hours, I'm going to succumb to that temptation to go drink with that friend or that coworker or watch that sports game. And that will just detract me from my goals, right? So you have to figure out what your values are. And like I said, most people don't know what their values are because they've never sat down in solitude for an hour or two and written down like, damn, like when I really look back on my life, when I really analyze my life, right? What do I want to create? What do I want to see for myself? What do I value? And based off of those values is what you'll see come to fruition in the future, right? So guys, you always want to act in alignment with what you value, and that will set you on a path to get some momentum, and eventually, you know, you'll figure things out as you go. But I think a lot of people who are just stuck in the beginning phase of life where they don't know who they are or what they value, they get stuck there forever and they don't know how to fix it. And it's really due to the fact that they've, like I said, never sat down in solitude, written out their goals, written out their values, their dreams, what they'd like to see in the future. And it just keeps them trapped in their day-to-day cycles, their day-to-day addictions, their day-to-day habits, right? So life is very simple and complicated at the same time, but it's really not that difficult. It's simple, right? If you think about your health all the time, if you're thinking about financial abundance, if you're thinking about how you're going to continue to create a good relationship with your significant other, whether it's a man or a woman, whatever, if you're constantly focused on those things and you're acting in alignment with those things, you're going to figure out a way to make things happen, right? Over time, right? So, like I said, if you're just starting out, let's say you want to value health. Let's say you want to value financial abundance. Let's say you're a kid, right? 16, 17, 18. Hey, man, guess what? You can start out simple, right? Hey, maybe you're a little overweight. Start by going on 20-minute, 30-minute walks, right? If you don't have a job, go get a job, right? That'll kickstart some income, right? So you don't want to, and like I said, I mentioned this a lot, but on social media, it makes it seem like we have to have everything that these guys have, you know, when you're just starting out. Guys, wherever you're at, if you're just starting out, or even wherever, if you're some ways along, as long as you figure out what you value, and as long as you can act in alignment with that, and like I said, it's going to be different for everybody, but like I said in that example, if you're fat, hey, start walking 20 or 30 minutes, drink a gallon of water, eat more fruits and vegetables, right? If you can start out little by little, the momentum's going to start to kick in over time. And then, hey, guess what? Now you're taking on bigger responsibilities. Now you're learning about different things, right? And it's all because you took that first step and you defined what you value. So now your actions moving forward over the next, 2 to 5 to 10 years are going to match what you value. And guess what? Now you're on the way to creating the life you want. And that's what we all want, right? We all want the life that we want to live, not what somebody else wants, the life that we want to live in, right? So you're the creator. Figure out what your values are and start looking for practical ways to take action and move forward in your life, and you'll be on your way, guys. So yeah, that's it. That's all. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And if you have any questions, leave them down below. As always, I hope you guys have a good one. Peace.